The market pushes higher to continue our better late than never Santa rally. Where do we go from here? Find out next on Invest with Jacob. All right, guys, so the market continued pushing higher today, up over the 4770 region, making new all-time highs and reaching a critical point in its climb. The question is, where do we go from here? Now, I'll get into that in just 1 second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the S&P 500. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, with the move up over the new all-time highs and up over the 4770 area, we are hitting the critical point for wave 3, and now we should expect a pullback here in wave 4 before continuing our journey higher. This is best seen on the charts, so let's jump in and take a look. Okay, guys, here we are on the 1-hour futures chart, and I want to recap just a little bit where we're at since this was the Christmas break and I was out yesterday. I would just kind of want to go over what we're tracking and where we're at and how we got here. So back in late November, we made this all-time high, and we were unsure whether it was this smaller degree wave 3 as we have it labeled or a much larger degree wave 3 completing. And as it's played out, it's looking much more like this was the smaller degree wave 3, which is why I took the other wave 3 off the chart. From there, we made a low in early December for wave 4, and now we're tracking out a 5-wave move to create wave 5 up off of this low. So we have wave 1 up that was around the 15th, and then we have wave 2 down, which was early last week. And now, since then, we've been tracking the Santa rally all the way up through the Christmas break here and into today, where it made new all-time highs up near 4780 on the futures chart. So we are really looking for a couple of things right now, guys. One, we're looking for this wave 3 to top if it hasn't already. It's already starting to pull back a little bit here in the overnight. Not enough to indicate that we've started wave 4 yet, but it is starting to come down off of that high, and we'll see how that plays out. But what we are looking for is this wave 3 to top in this region somewhere and start a wave 4 pullback towards this pivot box. Now, you remember we talked about pivots last week and how important they are. This is where they come in from the top side, okay? This is where they come into play from the top side on how they're important. So remember, moving up, we need to clear the pivot in order to indicate that we are on our way, which we did. We cleared the pivot, came back and tested it, and then exploded higher. Once you clear the pivot and get off higher, then it becomes support for you. So once this wave 3 tops, we're looking for a pullback, okay, in wave 4, and it must hold the pivot. If this pullback breaks below the pivot, then something different is playing out, and we're looking at some kind of bigger move down from there. However, if it holds the pivot as expected, because you have the 764 fib here, and the most common target for the wave 4 is the 382, which comes in right around the same place. So you have lots of support in this area for the pivot to hold a wave 4 pullback and then accelerate higher in wave 5 of 3, okay? So we have wave 3, 4, and then we accelerate high, and our target for that is the 4870 to the 4930 region for wave 3 to top out. So we had our bigger wave 1 in brackets here, our bigger wave 2 here. Remember, we always count all of the waves in wave 3 to make sure we have our 5-wave structure in place. And we have 1, 2, 3. We're looking for a wave 4 pullback, and then this wave 5 up. As I said, targeting like 4870 up to as high as 4930, but I think it'll be closer to this 4870 region. And then from there, we would expect a bracket 4 down back to this pivot area where it should hold again, okay? And then from there, we would get the bracketed wave 5 up toward our 4950 to 5000 target. So that's what we're watching for today, guys. We're watching to make sure that we do get a top somewhere in this region. It could push up to the 1236 at 4833, but I'm looking for it to top in this region here, and then down in 4 to hold the pivot. Okay, and if it doesn't hold the pivot on this pullback, then there's a problem, because if it breaks through this 4677 level, we are likely looking lower from there, and the movement up, even though it made new all-time highs, has failed to complete the wave 3 cycle. So what we're looking for, guys, again, that wave 4 to pull back and hold basically the top of the pivot, but we can give it all the way to the bottom before we're truly worried. But if it breaks the bottom of the pivot, we know that something different is happening. But wave 4 to hold the top of the pivot, and then start our move in wave 5 of 3. Okay, remember, we're still trying to complete the bigger wave 3. Up to this 46 or 4870 area to 4930 area. From there, another wave 4 down into this pivot area, and then wave 5 up toward our ultimate 4950 to 5,000 target. Guys, if you like the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to get in my Facebook group. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link, and it will take you over to Facebook. Now, once you get over to Facebook, you do have to get approved to get in my group, and the only thing that I ask is you subscribe to my YouTube channel. So hit that subscribe button down below, come on over to Facebook, and I'll get you in my group. Once you're in the group, guys, here's how you get the most out of it. You go to this featured tab right here in the middle, okay? And then you scroll down, and you will see a link to my documented trades. This shows all of the trades we have done since the channel started, including a 35% winner today. You scroll down just a little bit further, and you get a link to my Slack channel. Now, Slack is just a free chat channel, and I'm on there all day giving out real-time market updates. I give out all of my buy and sell alerts and answer all of your questions. It's an excellent group of trader from the very beginner to the very expert, and it's a great place to learn or improve your trading. So come on over, guys. Let's make some money together. Okay. Key takeaways for today. We're looking for a top if it hasn't already topped, and then a pullback that holds the pivot area here that I have marked in the gray box, this 47.14 to 46.77 area. Assuming we hold that, we expect to start higher in wave 5 of 3 toward the 48.70 to 49.30 area. All right, guys, that is the market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.